Fellas, I do have to say this build is one that you definitely want to try, especially if you're a Warlock main. Now, in Destiny 2 Episode Hersey Act 3, this build allows you to literally throw a bunch of abilities and become an absolute wizard. And the reason I love it so much is because it's essentially a strand build but on Prismatic, and everybody knows what that means. That means you're going to be doing more than just strand things, and that's why I want to make this video for you guys. If you're looking for a build to absolutely crowd control the fuck out of GMs and take over and carry and support your team, then this is the video for you. Now before we get right into it, if you guys could please just like, subscribe, and support the video. Leave a comment just so I could get some feedback from you guys. Thank you so much for the support. I'm just trying to hit 1K subscribers soon. The sooner the better. Anyways, jumping right into the build. So essentially in Act 3 we have artifact mods that are really helping this build. This build is essentially creating a bunch of tangles, also using things such as Weaver Call, and the fragments and aspects allow you to do a lot. Because we're in Prismatic, we also get that extra Transcendence Grenade, and you're just being able to stun every champion, being able to control every ad in the game, and that's what allows you to be super successful in Nightfalls and Grandmaster Nightfalls, even any other activity, but just mainly soloing GMs and whatnot, as you can see in the gameplay, is what it's used for. So starting off with the artifacts, we're using Unraveling Orbs, so picking up an Orb of Power or a Tangle grants strand weapons unraveling rounds. And yes, we are using two strand weapons, the first being the Unsworn Trace Rifle found in the Sunder Doctrine dungeon. However, you can be open to using any other strand weapon as you may. And then we're using our linear fusion rifle, the Scintillation, which is also available through Grandmaster Nightfalls if you want the adept version. We have Envious Assassin and Bait and Switch for that. And in terms of the Unsworn, we're tying that with Tear, where precision final blows cause nearby targets to become severed, and Hatchling, where precision final blows or rapidly defeating targets with this weapon spawns a threadling at the target's location. So already off the first artifact, you can see the strand synergy. Moving on though, we are using Beam Medic. So rapid trace rifle final blows heal you and nearby allies, and that's why we're using the Unsworn in the gameplay. And then with that, we have Vile Weave, so targets hit by your tangles are severed. You know, we're producing tangles, so now when we pick up that tangle and throw it or even shoot it, the nearby targets become severed, and it also reduces tangle cooldown by picking one up. So lots of synergy there once again. Moving on, we are using Disruptor Spike. So this improves the effects of Exhaust and Sever, lowering targets' damage outputs even further. So those champions or bosses actually don't do as much damage, and that helps with survivability. Then we have Elemental Siphon, so rapid final blows with a kinetic weapon or a weapon matching your equipped super creates an elemental pickup that matches your equipped super. This way we're actually able to get our super pretty damn fast, I'm not gonna lie with you guys at all. And then with that we have Horde Shuttle, so damaging unraveled targets with a weapon occasionally spawns a threadling, so just another way to spawn one. And then we have Harsh Refraction, where trace rifles do more damage to targets afflicted by elemental debuffs matching their element type. So with the strand synergy, you're just going to be doing more damage with the Unsworn Trace Rifle. Now, because we're rocking two specials, I am also choosing to go with gold from lead, where picking up special ammo has the chance to grant heavy ammo. This makes your ammo economy so good, you literally don't even have to worry about it at all. And finally, we're using two shreds, so dealing sustained damage to severed targets unravels them. Defeating a severed target creates a hotspot of strand energy, granting woven mail to nearby allies for a short duration. Once again, more reasons for survivability, which you just gotta love. Now I know we mentioned that we're using two special weapons here, and the second one is the Lotus Eater, an absolute beast, guys. The adept version, especially with reconstruction and destabilizing rounds. it's just way too strong, and like I said, the ammo economy is good enough for you to rock this with the Unsworn. Moving on to the actual subclass itself. So the gameplay, if you haven't noticed by now, is I'm using my Rift a lot, which is an empowering Rift, and then I'm essentially just spamming my abilities, and as soon as I pop the Rift, I'm allowing for thread links to happen, Helion to happen, Devour to happen, Woven Mail sometimes happens. A lot of things happened. So how am I able to do this? Now this is thanks to the class item, with the first ability on the class item that you want being Spirit of the Swarm, where destroying a tangle spawns threadlings, and the second one, Spirit of the Filaments. Casting an empowering rift will grant you Devour. Defeating a target while Devour is active grants class ability energy. Now hear me out on this. You're dropping your empowering rift, that's helping you get your rift back while giving you Devour, as long as you just get kills with it. And then every time you use your rift, you have an aspect called Weaver's Call that we're using. So activate your class ability to weave 3 threadlings and deploy any threadlings you have perched. Defeating targets with strand damage will also generate a perched threadling. And when you use your class ability, you also activate Helion, which is that AC 130, just booming and shooting everything with absolute aimbot. A lot happening from literally just using your empowering rift, which is actually giving you healing, and that's why this build is absolutely broken to me, because you're getting 3 aspects when you're only allowed 2 in the game. You have Weaver's Call, you have Devour, and you have Helion. You're only allowed to choose 2 in the game, guys. That's absolutely crazy, isn't it? So anyways, just to finish it off so you can go ahead and try this out now, we're using the Arcane Needle for a melee, Threadling Grenade, and then for our fragments, we're using Facet of Balance, Facet of Devotion, Facet of Protection, Facet of Purpose, Facet of Awakening, and Facet of Solitude. Pairing that with our Needle Storm, or you can actually use Nova Bomb, you'll be good to go. And finally, for our armor mods, on our helmet, we're running 2 special ammo finders for that special ammo economy to be at the best level it possibly can be, paired with the Strand Siphon mod. For our gauntlets, we're using Firepower, Bolstering Detonation, and then for our chest piece, we're using Resistance mods, Concussive Dampener, and Strand Reserves for more strand ammo. Then on our leg armor, we're using Innervation, Recuperation, and Elemental Charge. And then on our class item, we're using Bomber, Powerful Attraction, and Reaper. So if you enjoyed the video, guys, once again, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Trying to reach that goal of 1,000 subscribers, and every subscriber counts. 98% of you are not subscribed, so it would really mean a lot if you would just do it because it's free. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later.